Hello there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Giselle. I love posting fashion, beauty, and lifestyle videos here on YouTube. Now today we're going to have a jam-packed video because we're going to be discussing all the pros and cons and different ways of shopping Dior Beauty. So we're going to be discussing, of course, the website, including the loyalty program, of course. We're also going to be comparing to shopping in person at the Soho boutique. That's where I shop. And we're also going to be contrasting shopping at department stores. Now, with a lot of us that are fully invested, I think it's so critical that we know all our options, especially with the amount of money that we spend on Dior Beauty. And I also think with a lot of us, our loyalty programs are coming up for renewal. I've had quite a few of you ask me already if it's worth renewing, if it's worth letting your status drop. Maybe there's a certain gift that you've been eyeing that you want to receive. And I think now is a good time to put this video out there, especially because there's also a lot of people that are new to Dior Beauty and they don't know the differences or the best way to shop. And I think more creators should discuss this. I haven't seen a video like this. So I thought it'd be good to put one out there and start a conversation. So without further ado, please grab a snack because we're probably going to be here for quite some time. And just relax and let's go ahead and dive right in. So first things first, the online website. Now this is probably the most available to everyone all over the world. And it is also probably the most rewarding if you want to consider the loyalty program. Now, I'm not going to go do a deep dive on the loyalty program because we'll be here a very long time. But I think the gist of it, if anything, is probably the main pro of shopping online is that you can enroll in the loyalty program. It's absolutely free. All you need is an email and a phone number to sign up. And depending on how much you spend, you go unlocking tiers, and with that comes along birthday gifts, welcome gifts. If you reach platinum tier, seasonal gifts. And another good thing about that is, of course, the online masterclasses where we get additional promo codes that we can use when we're making our purchases. In terms of the loyalty program being the best option currently, if I have to give you my honest opinion, I'm going to say no. We've been seeing a lot of repeat gifts. We've been seeing a lot of recycled gifts, especially promo codes. And there's a reason for that. So here's a first tidbit that I get to drop for you guys. So we are about to see a really big revamp of the loyalty program online. So if you haven't signed up yet, I would highly encourage you to wait. We're supposed to be seeing a really big revamp in June. And with that, we're going to be seeing all new gifts. And we're also going to be seeing a new tier. You heard it here first. We're going to be seeing a new tier. Now, this tier that we're going to be seeing, it won't be posted online. Like, it won't be something higher than platinum per se. But it will be a tier that will unlock additional gifts. So we got to see a little teaser of this past holiday season. Some of you were lucky enough to get the moon cakes. Let me insert a picture around here. Some of you also received this random set that came with 3 La Collection Privé candles along with like a tray. And I think it was like a diffuser also included in the set. That was another VIP gift that was circling for a bit. So this additional tier that's going to be unlocked will be reached depending on your amount spent. Now, I don't have exact amounts. If I did, I would absolutely share. If I do find out eventually, I hope to make an updated full-on video sometime in June, July, when we have a more better understanding of what's happening. But the gist of it is that we're seeing this for 2 main reasons. One, Dior is fully aware that a lot of us have multiple accounts. I myself am guilty of this. And they want to encourage you to do all your purchases on one account to avoid having to send out multiple gifts to the same people, of course. But another reason they want to do this is because they are fully aware that people want to have better gifts. People want to feel more appreciated for the amount that they spend. I personally am one of these people. I think we just put so much money and loyalty into this brand, and the best gift that we've seen recently is maybe the platinum welcome gift. That's basically a mug, and I think they can do a lot better than that, especially for people that are spending thousands of dollars a year on this brand. They need to do better. So that is their plan, and hopefully come June I have a lot more updates to provide you with. Now, this tier is going to be very important, especially if you shop in person. So once we reach the Soho section, or I should say the in-person shopping section of the video, I'll deep dive a little more into that. But I did want to put that out there because for those of you who are looking to sign up, wait, because if you sign up now, you're just going to be getting the same gifts that we've been seeing online for a while. A lot of them are just so overplayed that we're like over it. So in that sense, hold off. If you're currently on the fence about whether or not you should renew, this is a whole conversation that has a lot of variables to it. Currently they revamped the website and you can no longer see your amount spent towards your tier. So you do have to call customer service and kind of get a breakdown of your spending. So the way your anniversary works is it's not per calendar year, it's per day that you sign up. So that's why I'm saying if you haven't yet, wait. And here's why. So your purchases fall off per rolling calendar year from the moment that you sign up. So depending on how much you spent, so let me give you an example. Me last year, I could renew my platinum tier and only spend $1. That's how close I was to renewing, but I really wanted the gold birthday gift at the time. So I was very on the fence about whether or not I should renew. So if you're like $1 away, you also have to know when your purchases were made a year ago, because if you let your status drop, you're gonna have to spend that much again to meet your status again to get back up to the level that you want to be. So there's a lot to consider there. I'm more than happy to make a separate video because I feel like if I start deep diving into it now, we'll be here for a while and I may confuse you. So I can leave that for a separate video if you guys want. But the core thing to remember here is in terms of renewing or not renewing for specific gifts. If you renew because there's a gift that you want, let's say you're gold and you want the platinum gift. If you are good with both the welcome gift and the birthday gift that tier is, because of the revamp that's coming in June, I would say go ahead and renew, because you're better off having that status now that you want to be in, whereas waiting for the revamp, we don't know what that's gonna look like 100% yet, and you don't want to risk having to spend a lot more to get to the tier that you wanted, whereas right now you can just jump into that tier that you want and you're good. So in that sense, I would say renew, especially because once you renew and your anniversary date hits, you'll get the welcome messages within like a week. You'll see the new gift, and on top of that, you get 3 months, I believe it is, to redeem it. So you can be in your tier, you don't have to redeem your gift right away, you can let it sit. That would be my second recommendation to you because of the revamp that we're seeing. Like for example, my platinum membership renews now at the end of May, but my birthday is in June. So I'm definitely gonna let the gifts sit there because I'm curious to see if they change while they're there. I'm not going to renew right away. So fingers crossed that I'm making the right decision here, because with how it's been lately, I've been seeing so many people renew, let's say gold for example, and everyone's getting different gifts. So it's very clear that Dior is trying to just get rid of old stock, which brings me into my next announcement. For those of you who have been obsessed with the silver tier gift, which is the makeup brush set, we are getting brand new brushes very soon, hopefully by the end of the year. Dior is partnering with a Japanese brand to bring us brand new makeup brushes, which honestly, it's about time. So in that sense, that's what I mean about recycled gifts. We're not seeing anything new made specifically for members. They're basically taking old stock and either just handing it out or turning it into something new. We saw that over the holidays with people that got the previous La Collection Privée candles. Now we have new candles. So in that sense, I hope Dior specifically creates gifts for the members of the loyalty program. We have yet to see. But yes, in terms of shopping online, the loyalty program really is hit or miss as of now. So in that sense, of all the three shopping methods, I would say online currently is my least favorite of the three. Now, of course, you do get free shipping once you hit a certain tier or spending a certain dollar amount. And depending on where you live, that may be the best option for you. But I think you can do better, honestly. I don't think I'm missing anything in terms of online shopping, but if something comes to mind, I'll mention it. I really don't want this video to be like insanely long. So let's go ahead and move into in-person shopping. So there aren't a lot of Dior beauty boutiques at the moment. I believe there's 3. I know there's one here in New York, the one that I go to in Soho. There's another one in Los Angeles, I believe. And there is technically a store in Las Vegas. It's not specifically a standalone beauty boutique, but when you shop in Vegas, they can link your purchases to your loyalty account. So your purchases do count towards your loyalty. So in a sense, that's another really big plus about shopping online. Not online, shopping in a boutique. They can link your purchases to your online account. Now, I would say that if you're shopping in a boutique, it's only really worth it for you if you live nearby. Like if I didn't live here in New York City, I wouldn't be shopping at the boutique because their minimum shipping spend for you to get free shipping with them is $500. And that to me is quite frankly ridiculous, because you can go to a Chanel boutique and they ship your items for free. And I'm pretty sure it's regardless of spend. You can just ask them to ship it to you and they do. So in a sense, I don't know. Well, the boutique told me specifically that the reason why you have to spend $500 or more to get free shipping is because they do it via messenger as opposed to sending it just in a UPS box. But that honestly is not enough of a reason for someone to spend $500 just to get free shipping. So that right there is a really big downside, in my opinion, of shopping at the boutique. However, a really good pro of shopping in the boutique is, one, they get the first dibs on new items. So anything new that's coming out, chances are they have it. And if you develop a really good relationship with your SA, which that alone is a whole other conversation. But if you deliver, if you create a really good relationship with your SA, they will message you when things come in and you get first dibs, which that thankfully I have been able to build a good relationship with my SA Gerson. Some of you have met him already. So whenever something new comes in, he sends me a message, and if I want it, I pick it up, and if I don't, oh well. But because of that, I was able to pick up the Prestige Facial Mist, which I'm going to be reviewing for you and unboxing soon. That'll probably be my next video, actually. But I had it before it was online. I had it before people even knew it was coming out. So in that sense, I think it's a really good thing to purchase in person as opposed to online, especially because they can already connect your purchases together. Now, in terms of shopping online, the new VIP tier that's coming out, I think will be a very good thing for those of you who shop in person with a beauty boutique essay, just because they can kind of tell you or steer you in the right direction of what you need to reach this tier, what the VIP gifts are going to be, and then you can determine for yourself whether or not it's worth spending to get these gifts or not. And they also have interesting gifts that I haven't seen anywhere else. And one more thing I want to mention with the gifts is, if you see something online that you're interested in, let's say you see someone doing an unboxing in like Asia and you see a gift, you can show him this gift and he can order it for you from corporate. Now, the online website doesn't offer this, unfortunately, but the boutique does, which I think is great. There's one particular set that I've had my eye on for the longest time, and he has had this in the boutique, and it's this set right here. It comes with a full body silk robe. It has a silk eye mask, a full-size prestige cream, and a full-size prestige serum. So this right here is just, I've been wanting this. As soon as I saw someone unbox this, I was like, oh my God, I want that. Now, to get these gifts, you do have to do a minimum spend within one purchase. Unfortunately, it's not cumulative. I really wish it was, because I feel like it should be cumulative, but unfortunately it's not. You do have to do a one spend. You do have to do like a big purchase in order to get this gift. Now, here's another gift that I saw someone unbox not too long ago. It was a gift over the holidays, where it was a Grease Dior fragrance and a wallet. So gifts like this are VIP gifts that you won't see online at all, but you can get them through the boutique depending on how much you spend. So that, to me, is a really good pro, especially if you're someone that's fully invested in the brand and you're always buying things. It's good to know that you have this option, in my opinion, because I don't really see people talking about this. Now, another important thing to mention is that when you do have a good connection with an essay, especially at the boutique, they do let you know of products that are coming out soon. So a product that I'm more than happy to announce is a new La Collection Privée fragrance. It's coming out next month in May. It's called Dior Paradise. I had a chance to smell this fragrance and I'm so excited. It is a true bold citrus. You guys know, if you know me, I love citrus. I love fresh, I love clean, I love a little floral, and this fragrance has like all these things encompassed into one. But it's very like, it's not like a sweet citrus. It's a very true, slightly bitter citrus with a really nice dry down. So I'm very, very excited for you guys to smell this and let me know what you think. But you see, like, online, there's no mention of this fragrance coming out. There's no hints to it coming out. Even if you're signed up for the Dior newsletters, there's no mention of this fragrance coming out. However, I've already had a chance to smell it because I have a really good relationship with my essay. So in that sense, if you're spending the money and you're willing to go the extra mile, I think shopping with an essay through a boutique is really worth it for you. Now, there are cons with that, right? Because it means you're spending quite a decent amount of money, because let's face it, the only way you become really close to your essay is by becoming a yes person. So essentially, if something comes in, they text you. If they see that you're buying, they're going to invest more time and energy into your relationship. So it really depends on how much you're willing to invest, both time and money, because I also go to the boutique a lot, and that's helped me connect with them more. They see my face, they know that I'm buying, they have me in mind now when it comes to new products. So I'm very excited for this fragrance to launch. I'm also very excited for the revamp of the cushion foundation. The packaging is gorgeous. I know we've all been seeing it online, but chances are the boutique will have it first. So as soon as they do, I'm definitely going to get my hands on that because I never got to try the previous foundation of that. So I'm excited for that. Let me see. In terms of anything else, oh, by the way, if you're curious, if you're here in the city or if you're close to any of the other locations, I was told that they will finally start offering the in-person masterclasses that are mentioned online. So if you look at the loyalty program, if you look and you look at your benefits, one of them is supposed to be that you get invitations to in-person masterclasses. We haven't seen that. Apparently that's supposed to be happening now in June, which I've already told them and the boutique that I need to be invited to this because I think it's going to be such an oh my god, like full circle moment when they do this. But, and of course I will do everything I can to take you along with me if this does happen. But I think Dior really is putting their best foot forward and trying to give us more. I know that they fully understand that that's what we want. And so with all these changes that are coming, I think buying at the boutique is probably, if you have the time and resources to spend, is probably your best way to go. Now, the final option of purchasing, I'm going to say, is either department stores or other authorized retailers like Sephora. So there's a lot of pros and cons with this, depending on where you shop. So I'm going to be using Bloomingdale's as a reference because that's where I shop the most. So with Bloomingdale's, first off, you get free shipping right away as long as you have a Bloomingdale's account, and that is also free to create. All you need is a valid email and phone number as well. So a lot of times when I can't visit my SA Hanan, which you guys know I love her to pieces as well, when I can't visit her, she'll just do my purchase and ship it to me, and I don't have to worry about going in person to pick it up. But one really big pro that I would say about department stores is that they do offer master classes, and as long as you have your good relationship with your SA, you will get invited to these. So you guys know on my YouTube channel I have a few master classes already that I've posted. This right now is the only option for in-person master classes. And this is because the pro team, they travel. They're constantly traveling, doing these classes all over the country. So whenever they do come in, the SA is told to pick their best clients. So of course, that also requires a lot of time and effort and investing money. So in that sense, I think that's very much worth it because you get an additional benefit basically just by shopping there. Now, another benefit that I've been able to take advantage of a lot is that Bloomingdale's offers as well the spa service. So every now and then I'll get a text from Hanan where she'll say, hey, we have spa dates available. Do you want to come in? I'm pretty sure I posted a video of this as well so that you guys know what it's like. Now keep in mind, it is within Bloomingdale's, so it's not like the spa on 5th Avenue. It's basically a little room that you go in, you just have like the bed, and they have like their little setup there with all the products out, and they pretty much treat you to the best products that they have available. And being able to enjoy that has been such a great experience for me because I've been able to try products that are well out of my price range. Like the full Lord of E collection, I feel like I'm fully well oriented on this collection just because I've had the spa with them so many times. So much so that I've purchased a couple of the Lord of E collection items because I love them. So in that sense, I really do think that purchasing through a department store is worth it. The biggest downfall, unfortunately, is that you cannot connect your purchases through department stores to your loyalty program. So I know that's a really big deal breaker for a lot of you. Unfortunately, I would say that it's still worth purchasing at department stores. What I usually do is I will purchase, depending on what I need, I will purchase whatever each place has. Because here's the thing with department stores as well. they never have the full Dior stock. They will only have certain pieces of collections, and sometimes they don't even have the full collections. Like for example, if you love the Backstage collection, like I do, only Sephora carries it currently, which is crazy. So aside from picking it up in person at the boutique or ordering it online, you would have to go to Sephora for the Backstage collection. Now, if you're interested in the Sauvage collection, let's say you want to buy a gift for your hubby or any other prominent male figure in your life and they love Sauvage, you would have to go to Macy's to get other items from the Sauvage collection aside from the cologne. So certain collections now are exclusive to certain stores. I believe actually that the Lord de Vie collection is exclusive to Bloomingdale's. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that is what Hanan told me not too long ago. I can double check with her about that. But in that sense, depending on what you want to purchase, you may not even have the option of buying at Bloomingdale's, for example. You may have to go to a specific department store for it. But honestly, oh my God, how did I forget this? Another big pro, probably one of the best pros, is that you can actually get $1 discount on everything that you want to purchase. And that for me has been such a lifesaver, especially for those higher ticket items, to get a really nice discount through department stores, because of course online will never have a promo code of like $1 amount off. That I don't think will ever happen at the boutique either in person. So in that sense, department stores take the cake. So I would tell you, if you don't shop a lot of Dior and you don't think you'll be spending enough where the loyalty program will actually make a difference for you, department stores are the way to go, because you get that in-person connection that matters so much when it comes to customer service. You still get your discount. You may be able to attend a couple of events depending on how much you spend or your relationship with your SA. You get the free shipping. The only thing you don't get is the loyalty account edition, which at the moment isn't really even worth it. So in that sense, I would say department stores take the cake. Now, if you are fully invested in Dior and you really want to maintain your loyalty status, you want to have that extra luxurious moment, then I would tell you the Soho boutique is worth it, just because of all the changes that are coming up. But I would tell you as well that it's only really worth it if you're willing to spend and go the extra mile. So in this economy, I don't blame you for not wanting to. If you can, the boutique is the way to go. Me personally, I don't think the online experience is worth it. I actually had a really awful experience not too long ago online where they had a promo code where it was the gua sha, and it was supposed to be a full-sized prestige cream. And I reached out to customer service to confirm that that was the case. They yesed me to death. They even allowed me to make my purchase with them as opposed to doing it online myself. And the representative that I was talking to, she even offered the black vanity tote that was a promo code as well for a while, that black train case that everyone has. She offered that to me as well. So I was like, wow, this is great. They're finally fixing their customer service. My order comes in and it's this tiny itty bitty little gua sha. I have to show it to you guys. I'll probably do that in the next video. But it was this tiny little gua sha, and it was the trial size like prestige cream in like the little box that you can pick at checkout. I wanted to like lose my mind. You guys have no idea. And funny enough, I reached out to customer service, the same agent, and I was like, hey, my order came, but you were wrong about the cream. Of course, she was all, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me offer you another gift. To which I was like, I mean, I didn't even get the train case. So like, how am I supposed to know that these gifts are going to come in? That's when she offered me the Dior phone light, which that got to me, but the black train case never came. So I reached out to her again and I said, hey, I got the phone light, but I didn't get the train case. Can you believe her response to me was basically, oh, I said I didn't get the train case. Can you please give me a call? I'd like to talk about like this whole thing, because I'm not happy with this, especially because when they offer to send you an extra gift, you have to wait like 10 days to get it. It doesn't arrive within 2 days like it does if you place an order. So at this point, I'd been waiting like a good 3, almost 4 weeks already. And it was just really exhausting at that point. I was over it. I was so over it. Can you believe her response to me was a promo code? And she was like, hey, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. Here's a promo code for your next order. That was her response to me, knowing that I had been waiting weeks and weeks and weeks to get this gift that she'd offered me. You know what I did? I went into my account and I hit start a return. Believe I sent her everything back. I was so upset. And I was like, okay, clearly customer service, they have a lot of work to do still. Another thing that I noticed about the online customer service, I think they have sales goals, because they've been very pushy for you to complete orders with them. They'll send you like a pay by link. And I don't know how I feel about that, because the whole point of them being there is for them to give you product knowledge. So if you're giving these people sales goals, I feel like so many people are going to have the issue that I had, where they just yes to me to death so that I would check out, and then the items come and it's not what you wanted, and when you reach out it turns into this whole thing. So honestly, I would tell you, spare yourself the drama. It's not worth it. Either shop a way where you have a person that you can directly connect with and they will go the extra mile for you, because that's when you'll really have that Dior experience. At the end of the day, whether you're shopping in the boutiques or you're shopping in the department stores, they all have to go to the same Dior location to be trained. So at the end of the day, you're getting that same Dior experience. It just really matters how much you're willing to spend. So with that, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, if I left something out, please let me know down below. I'm more than happy to discuss with you, or DM me, whatever works for you. I'm always around. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot of information, but again, there's so much coming that I really just wanted to put this out there so that we're prepared, because I don't see enough creators talking about this. I think a lot of creators within the beauty space gatekeep, and I find it incredibly annoying. So I just want to be as transparent and honest and just let you know what I know, so that of course you can make the best decision, as opposed to how you're applying your purchases and all these things. So without further ado, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon with an unboxing. Bye.